Hello, I'm Roxy. I am the creative strategist for our social media team. I'm so excited today because we're celebrating 25 years, you guys. Can you believe it? Like 25 years. So I can't wait to talk more about, where the company was when I started and where it is today.
Hi, I'm Maddie. I am the marketing and community specialist. I basically connect the brand to our audience and figure out what's best for the community and how we can resonate with them.
Hi, I'm Vicky. I'm in charge of media, editing, photography, and videography. And yeah, that's it.
Hi, I'm Zoe. I'm the creator program coordinator. I basically manage all of our ambassadors and help them tell their story while supporting them on their social media journey.
Okay, so you guys, how do we capture Wigs.com's 25-year legacy in today's social media content? I'll start. I feel like we're really good at storytelling. I feel like that's like my wheelhouse. I love getting all the content from the ambassadors and hearing their journeys, their wig wearing journeys, whether they're survivors or they're just doing it for fashion or whatever the case is. I like to watch their stories and then hand it off to Vicky because I always give her cues on how to edit something and she does it so beautifully. So that to me is whether we're doing like, like throwback shoots or talking about the top wigs that are the best-selling top colors and we put out content for that, or just putting out reels that are milestones like our 25 years. So, or even the ambassador trip was so much fun. So that's how I see it.
Yeah. This makes me think about our last project, the 25 and 25 video that we did, kind of showing the evolution of the brands, and it's just so impactful because you have been working with the company for a very long time, and it's so like heartwarming to see that evolution with you and with the brands and just like the connection that you have with the community as well. So that was really, really fun and very just touching. So I loved it.
I know it's funny too because I feel like it's the ongoing joke is I'm aging with the company, which is awesome too because I feel like that makes me more of like a real person. Because you guys gotta understand, like me being here for almost 14 years, I started out modeling with the company when I was 24 years old. So for me, when I was modeling wigs, I knew nothing. So it was just a fashion thing. I was like, this is gonna be so much fun, but I didn't really resonate with the community because I didn't know, what all went into it. Like, I can understand now why people like to see real people. I'm not saying that I'm not real, but I'm just explaining my journey with the company is, here I am doing it for fashion, but on the other end of the screen, there's somebody suffering and there's somebody who's watching this 24-year-old just do it for fun and she's trying to run the house, take care of the kids, be a wife, take the kids to school. Meanwhile, her confidence is slowly dwindling away because she's losing her hair. So that's something I learned throughout the years, that we're not just selling wigs, we're respecting somebody's journey.
Yeah, 100%.
And I feel like with the ambassador trip, the cool thing was getting to get all these women together and meet each other in the community that they've fostered online.
Yeah.
And getting to see best friends that they've known for years in person and really being able to have those conversations with each other in person. I mean, that's like the most unique thing I think we've ever been able to do.
So cool. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna move on. What types of posts or campaigns have resonated the most with our community?
I would definitely have to say our lifestyle content, which I feel like we've shifted mostly towards. It's very authentic and real, and I think that relatability builds connection with our audience.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, 100%.
Anybody else want to go, or we can move on? Okay, this is another one. Can we describe a moment when our content truly connected with our community?
I have one.
Okay, yeah.
I think that our content during the time that Tanya was diagnosed with breast cancer was a big one, simply because we deal with, we talk to women that are going through all of these illnesses and all of these struggles. And it's just different when you see it firsthand. So that whole journey and just seeing her and like her journey throughout that time was very impactful to us. And, you know, getting to capture all of that and portray it in a way that, you know, is respectful and meaningful to the community, I think was very powerful. And it just gave us a whole other like perspective. Yeah.
No, I totally agree, because I think for us too, when we're filming, because we've filmed so many women's stories that have gone through the same thing, but it just hits different when it's one of your own. But I think for me, when you're filming something like that, you're right, it does give you more of an insight. And it's hard because when you're filming, I'm literally like bawling, trying to, you know, capture a moment for a friend. But now we did something really special for her, and now we filmed her last video, which was her after cancer journey, which was super special and a little more uplifting. But that was something that resonated with me for sure.
Yeah, I think just to close off, yeah, like you said, just being able to, what a blessing it is to be able to witness her journey and overcome all of that, and then getting to, like you said, close off that story and just be like, hey, it had a good ending, is just amazing. And just overall her strength, she just showed us a whole like just
new way of life.
And I'm her sure strength, her positivity, like, it's just so encouraging. And I feel like that's also very encouraging for the community as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, how do you collaborate with other departments to keep our voice authentic? I think we work closely with design and customer service. I think design gives us an understanding of product nuances, and then customer service gives us the insight of what our customers need. So we stay true to being warm. We also are informed and genuinely helpful across all platforms.
Yeah, I think one of the best parts of working at Wigs.com is how collaborative we all are, and that we can sit at a table and hear ideas from everyone, even if it is from the design team about a social media campaign we have. And their insights are all so amazing. And I've even had some of the best conversations in our break room about just ideas that people have and how we can foster community.
I love that. Yeah. Anybody else want to join in, or should I move on? Okay, let's move on. What's an unexpected challenge of managing our social channels?
I have a lot I could say.
Go for it.
I think it's been challenging because we are a mission-driven brand in a fast-evolving digital landscape. So it's really critical that we stay social media forward for brand visibility and relevancy. But it's also important that we don't alienate our core audience or dilute our message that we're trying to send. So I think going forward, what's really important for us all and that we are going to be doing is just learning a good balance of doing both.
Totally. I agree too. I'll kind of jump off on that. I feel like wigs are so personal, and so are people's reasons for wearing them. So we have to balance the beauty, but we also have to balance sensitivity. Because we're not just marketing a style, we're respecting, you know, somebody's journey. Okay, guys. All right. So let's move on. If you could dream up, I think this would be a good one for you. If you could dream up a bold campaign for the future, what would it be?
I don't know. I feel like this is a hard one. I think for me, I've only been here 5 months, so obviously, kind of how Roxy was explaining that her knowledge behind wigs has just grown so much in the past 14 years. I feel like, yes, I've learned so much, but I still have so much more to learn. And it excites me. I've seen a lot of impact that we've made here. So I think that doing those type of campaigns, you know, touch me as just your average regular person, so I know they touch people going through the same thing.
Yeah.
So just being able to put out those campaigns that can change someone's perspective or give someone courage and empower them to take control and take back their lives is super incredible.
I agree with that.
I think one of my main missions, as I am working with creators, is helping people who are wearing wigs for the first time. And so for me, these creators, they have so many tips to share, and they help so many people figure out how to even take the wig out of the box and make it their own. And so I think it would be really neat to have some sort of community-driven campaign where people can share their own tips and we can feature them on our social media.
Love that.
Yeah.
Ooh, write that down. Let's do that next. I think too, like a global digital campaign.
Yes.
So we're featuring, it almost would have to take like a whole year, you know? And we just reach out to people who are wearing wigs for the first time or have been wearing wigs their whole lives. And they talk about what they love about wigs, but it's all walks of life, all around the world. I think would be so cool to just montage it up together. And yeah, you could see all the beautiful women and how we're breaking that stigma, because there's so many women wearing wigs. And I think just now people are starting to, with social media, people are just now starting to open up about it and be proud of it. So that's what I would say. Okay, if, what content formats or platforms are you most excited to explore?
Ooh, I have one.
Okay.
I'm really excited about TikTok Shop because I know we have so many busy women who wear wigs, and TikTok is just so convenient because it's only a 15-second video, and after that 15-second video they can go and purchase their wig. And I'm just really excited to see what we are going to be able to do with that.
Yeah.
I would say TikTok Shop is a major stride that, you know, is in the works and we're almost there, so that's super exciting. But for me, being on more of the marketing end, I think live stream shopping is a super cool opportunity that we want to venture in. So hopefully we can start, you know, getting more content like that out soon.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, you guys, what's your favorite part of building this community? I'll start. Seeing our followers support each other, because one little comment thread could lead to a mini support group. So it's been really cool to see, like you were saying, our ambassadors who they've created this friendship without even meeting, because they share this common life together with wearing wigs and alternative hair. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, for me, being on the community side and seeing, you know, the everyday engagement, I think seeing how we've instilled confidence in women is super special. Just people have taken their journey and really opened up about it, and it's super special. They don't feel like they have to hide anymore, and that shows with, you know, how they engage with us and with their own social media platforms.
Yeah.
I think the way that we try to send the message of like, hey, it's okay to wear wigs, like just normalizing wigs, and the way that we get that message out in our content, I feel like that encourages people and that makes the community like tighter. So just like giving that message of like, hey, it's okay, like just empowering and just being very like I said, normalizing wig wearing. So that's my favorite part. For sure.
While I don't get to engage with our community every day, I do text with our influencers every day. And I absolutely love when they send me a wig and they're like, Zoe, don't I look absolutely gorgeous in this wig? And I get to hype them up. And that's what gets me out of bed every morning, is getting to make these ladies feel so confident and so beautiful and so ready to share their stories. So that's my favorite part, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, how do you stay creative, or how do we stay creative and avoid burnout in this fast-paced world, because it is ever so changing? I would say I think we rotate our creative time. So I think that's what we're working on more now, is doing more in-house stuff and showing who we are as a company and our culture, and taking inspiration from outside beauty trends and celebrating wins, whether that's small or big.
Yeah, I think going into a role like this, any type of creative role, you almost expect and embrace change. It is almost what drives our creativity. And instead of using it as a setback, we've learned to use it as a tool and just have fun and experiment and find what works best for us, our brand, and building connection.
Yeah.
And then I also think like we're such a heart driven a company that like it's, you know, you see all these trends going on and you're like, how can I like tie this to the message of our company and make it directly for our community, right? So I think that that gives us a challenge, and that keeps us creative, just like being like, how can I make this resonate with our community?
I think being fun and being silly makes the best
No,
content.
you're so right.
I think when we're
Sometimes we can be a little too serious.
Yeah. I think when we're genuinely having fun and we
Yeah.
have these crazy ideas, like they always end up being something we absolutely love, and we're also silly at heart. And I think that that's what makes making content so fun.
Yeah, you're right. You know how many times people have told me to smile more? I'm trying, you guys. I've just always learned to, you know what I mean?
The smiles.
It's the smize. I watch too
Yeah.
much America's Next Top Model with Tyra Banks telling me to smize.
Yeah.
So I'm learning. Okay, you'll see more smiles from me, I promise. Well, this was super fun, you guys. Thank you for joining us, and you know, we're excited to put out more content, and we would love to hear from you guys. Like, what is it that you want to see more of?